Have you developed a rash on your beanbag from a dirty locker room floor? Up until now, Triple S, or saggy scrotum syndrome, has been an affliction that many men have just had to live with. Life without Triple S is no longer a fantasy. I use the tried and successfully utilized techniques of Dr. Raji for full scrotum rejuvenation therapy. Throughout a series of operations and an exercise regimen, I can give you back the testicles of a 20-year-old man. Call during this commercial and I'll also give you back the foreskin of a Greek god. Let's hear from some of our related patients. Patient number 1.
For the last 30 years of my life, I've just wanted to die. My scrotum hung so low that when I went to the bathroom, it was like I was making test tea. Ha-ha! Get it? Since my rejuvenation and optional foreskin reformulation, I'm ready to take my piggy to market again. Thank you, Dr. Goldman.
Patient number 2.
After almost suffocating my wife with my enormous droopy matzo balls, my friend Moish told me about Dr. Goldman's testicle rejuvenation. Yes, it took several invasive operations, but it's not like I had anything better to do. Now I can take Goliath down with my sling. Oh, thank you, Dr. Goldman.
So call me, Dr. Goldman, at 1-555-541-SACK to begin your transformation today.
First, there was 5-hour energy, and then there was 6. Now you can get a continuous 48 hours of energy because cardiac arrest is taking energy drinks to a whole new level.
Just one bottle has kept me up for days!
Cardiac arrest contains a formula that was once only available to Chinese military personnel.
You don't get that rundown feeling because you're never gonna come down!
Cardiac arrest is making dieting a thing of the past.
Don't worry about the calories because you're never gonna feel hungry!
Cardiac arrest is gonna get your motor running.
My bowels have been empty for weeks and I feel great!
Look for cardiac arrest energy drinks at a flea market or fireworks stand near you.
Howdy, friends. I'm local internet sensation and arch enemy of the evil Patrick Stewart, Lou Bob Jenkins. And when I have some spare time in between noodling for catfish and reconditioning mattresses, that's when I listen to the Cranial Mission Show with my good friends Ben Charles, Miguel Hito, and the Reverend Joey T.
All right, welcome back to the Cranial Mission Show, the final segment of the program. Ben Charles, the C-Squared Caleb Crispy, the Lord Stacy Cheese, and our good friend Reverend Joey T, all hanging out here live from ESP Brewing here in scenic Tampa, Florida, 333 North Falkenberg Road, Sweet D.
Sweet D.
407. You want to be a part of the show, you can do so by dialing 813-438-6068. You want to be part of the social media explosion that is here for the Cranial Mission Show. First of all, go to cranialmissions.com. Check out the website there. Follow us on Twitter at Cranial E. Go to facebook.com/the Cranial Missions Network. Like the goddamn page there. Follow us there. Anyway, last segment. A lot of drinking going on. The great David Flores, kind enough to bring us some good beers. Guys, I've been quaffing these blueberry wheat beers.
Blueberry muffins.
7%, man. Holy cow. It's starting to sneak up. Are you trying to say I'm gay because I'm drinking blueberry?
Yes, I am.
Whatever.
Yes, absolutely.
I would be offended if it wasn't true. But anyway, K-State, the marching band in the news. College football season upon us, and it starts out with something quite offensive, actually.
This is funny, and this is something that kind of hits a little home to me. I was in the marching band in high school.
But you said I was gay, right, Stacey?
Hey, I was on the drum line, so it's a little different.
At band camp.
No, hey, this one time by band camp, Kansas State apologizes for a phallic symbol in their marching band formation. And when I first read this story, and if you haven't seen the picture here, look at the live picture of it, and it's got an image. The marching band lines up, and they form their Jayhawk, and then they have what looks to be a cock and balls flying into the Jayhawk's mouth.
First of all, no.
That is a cock and balls.
No, University of
definitely
Kansas.
a cock and balls.
No, University of Kansas is the Jayhawk. K-State is not the Jayhawk.
Then what are they? It's a bird. I don't know. It's a bird.
K-State is not the Jayhawks.
It looks like a big fat duck
I'm sorry, it's
taking a cock and balls to the
No,
face.
no, University of Kansas, which is Kansas State.
I thought it was Kansas State and University of Kansas are two different schools.
We got a call coming in here. We'll get back to the story in a second. Cranial Mission Show.
Hey, man. Hey, man, this is Elroy. What's going on with Lou Bob, man? I hate this guy calling. He's very angry. What's going on?
Well, Lou Bob, who's this? This is Elroy, Lou Bob's brother, right?
This doesn't sound like Lou Bob.
No.
It's Elroy, baby. What is going on? What's this guy calling, threatening Lou Bob's life? I mean, I'm not feeling good about this, man.
Well, you shouldn't worry. You're not Lou Bob.
Yeah, I mean,
but I'm scared, man. He's my brother, man. It's blood, man. I need to find out who this guy is. I need to get over there, man. Where's Felix?
Elroy, I thought that you had a bit of a kerfuffle. I thought you guys had a little bit of a feud going on.
Yeah, it don't matter, man. He's my brother. I don't need him dead, man.
Well, I don't think that's the
case. Don't you laugh at me. That ain't funny.
Listen, Elroy, if you would...
Can somebody translate?
First of all, if you would be okay
What the hell is that? Is that a damn foreigner, man? I don't need to hear none of that. Who's this guy?
If you
Apparently
want him,
it's one of my kin trying to kill your brother.
If you want him to stay at your house instead of ours and mooch off of you, then you can have him.
He doesn't have
you can
a house.
defend him. But I understand that you're as much of a lowlife as Lou Bob is.
If you take an English woman, expect an English wrath, you inbred.
Well, no, on another note, man, hey, and you guys pick me up from Club 92?
Now?
No, we're not going to pick you up. No.
Oh, come on, man. I need a ride, man.
Now, I'll get you on the way home, dude. Give me about 20 minutes.
Case in point.
Okay.
All right, I'll be there.
Case in point.
I got to go, man. You take care of my brother, man. I don't need that crap dying. I don't need him dying.
Hey, wait outside. Be on the road. I'll be right
bye.
there. Okay.
All right, bye.
Yeah. Wait outside. No one's going to pick you up, and you're as much of a low life as your brother.
Wow, dude. I guess you got a whole big thing about the Jensen clan, don't you, man?
We all want him to disappear, right?
Well, I mean...
I don't want to sound as gay as Ben looks, but can we get back to the cock and balls?
Yeah, this is... yeah. See, I'm thinking this might not be a cock and balls. Maybe it's a double-headed pipe.
Wait, if you don't think that's a cock and balls, then... Wow.
When I first read this article, like I said, I spent time in the marching band. You can call me whatever you want for that. And the thing about this, when they set up these shows, it's all done on a computer. So they have a computer graphic set up
prior to the show, right?
Yes, and it's marked out on the field with placements marked for every person, so you can actually visualize what the shape's going to be. And that's what they were going for. They were actually going for the Starship Enterprise and the Jayhawk, but it was poorly executed. And this is, and I don't want to get too much in the conversation, but I have this huge problem. When I was in the marching band, we were
gay.
Yeah, well, sort of.
Only at band camp.
Say what you want, but those girls...
Once a year, dude. That's it.
The girls at band camps and the girl on band buses, let's just put it that way. Anyways.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. As a marching band participant, did you practice your embouchure on the woodwinds?
No, well...
I'm going to ask...
Some of the woodwinds,
I'm going to ask a question, Caleb, in your defense, because I really don't know the answer to this. So, if you could categorize the stats of male to female ratio in a normal marching band for me, please.
Probably 60 female, 40 male.
Well,
could you categorize the stats of an American football team? I think they have 2,052 players on each team. Versus
it's 100% male.
Versus the cheerleaders. What's the stats there?
Oh, it's about 95 to 5.
So you can either be 95% in lycra staring at other men's asses, or 40 to 60 with hot chicks that like to play flutes.
Thank you, Lord Cheese. I appreciate that.
See, but I got a whole...
I can see why Ben prefers football.
Of course. He loves it, as a matter of fact. He watches it.
So with this story, though, and when I read the first story, the image here of the computer graphic of the field show layout did not pop up, and I was wondering the same thing. How do you get by that and not see that? Because when they do it, they actually plot it out on a computer, and they have a map of where every person is supposed to be. And when you have a map, it's between each movement. You actually mark it out where each person is going to be, and you can see it. But they clearly did not follow the map on this one. The computer image clearly looks like the Starship Enterprise, and as Lord Cheese pointed out, I had not even said that yet, and he noticed that.
But when you go back, you can now see what they were trying to do. It's the fact that main body of the Enterprise is turned into a huge rumbling testicle.
Yeah, and that's the thing that happens. And one of the reasons why I did not pursue band in college was because in college they change their marching sequence. You watch the movie Drumline. They always every 2 weeks they have a new sequence going.
Never.
Let me ask you a question. I think what had happened here was that they brought in George Takei as their consultant. And the Enterprise magically turned into a
piece. Obviously,
the only good news is the scrotum is Sean. I will give it that.
Sean.
I mean, obviously they said
Pink Dolphin.
Yeah, when you're talking about the Starship Enterprise with marching band, you clearly set your phallus to stun.
Well, the other thing is when you're talking about the Starship Enterprise with marching band, you would think all those assholes know what it looks like.
Well, absolutely.
Well, you would think, yeah.
But no, then this
is they don't know what a lot of female parts look like.
No, not at all. But this is and I don't want to go too far on a tangent, but I have so many problems with the college marching band because they don't stick to one field show for the entire year. They change it up every 2 weeks, and it's impossible to learn and perfect. And this is where one has come back and bit them in the testicles on this one because it clearly looks like a giant cock and balls going right into the Jayhawk's mouth.
I take it all back because now Caleb sounds very, very gay.
Yeah,
wait. So you don't think that you think it was an innocent mistake, and you think that the marching band is getting the shaft on this?
I see what you did there. No, the weird thing is I don't think it was completely innocent because if you look at the computer rendering of it, it still shows a Starship Enterprise with the disc, the top floating disc going right into the mouth. So no matter what was actually happening, there was something going into the mouth.
The disc was going